power generation is a leading trend nowadays. With increased power demand around the globe, the existing resources are not enough to meet the needs. We need something new and way better than present fuel resources. This is Earthy Perks, with a new episode revealing a new power generation mechanism, the one which the sun owns. Yes, you got it right. Out of two underlying energy generation mechanisms working to produce energy from the sun, one is the fusion reaction. The fusion reaction produces energy that has much to offer. It can act as an inexhaustible source for future power generation aspects. Though it carries specific technical challenges, yet it can provide the amount of energy to cope with the emerging demands. One of the challenges to carry out these fusion power reactions is the amount of heat that is evolved during the reaction. It is far more than the energy injected into the plasma. Countries around the globe are keenly participating in the research on fusion power. These include the European Union, the USA, Russia and Japan, China, Brazil, Canada, and Korea. As the name implies, the fusion reaction, when taking place in the sun, it fuses hydrogen atoms to form the helium. In contrast, the remaining matter is converted to energy. Here, hydrogen is heated to the extent that it shifts its form, that is, from gas to plasma. In this, the negatively charged electrons are separated from positively charged nuclei. But it comes to carry out fusion reaction in the environment of Earth. It is considered impossible. Why? Because of those extremely powerful electrostatic repulsions. When a positively charged nuclei are forced to come closer for fusion, they repel. Like people. So if we have to carry out fusion, we have to provide an environment where these electrostatic repulsions are surpassed, allowing the nuclei to come closer. Once they are close enough, the attractive nuclear forces will overpower the electrostatic repulsive forces, and the nuclei will fuse. This can only be possible under extremely high temperatures. The temperature will increase the speed of moving ions, fast enough to come close to each other. As soon as the nuclei fuse, they release a high amount of energy. When it is about the sun, the humongous gravitational forces are creating the appropriate environment for the fusion reaction. But for Earth, it is a hard nut to crack. Talking about the appropriate fusion reaction fuels, it is the different types of isotopes of hydrogen. These isotopes, when heated to a temperature of 50 million degrees Celsius, confined under high pressure, and they are dense enough, ultimately leads to the fusion of nuclei. Apart from the high temperatures and other conditions to carry out fusion reaction on Earth, one of them is achieving ignition. This ignition, if initiated, can then lead to a self-sustaining reaction. As soon as the reaction is ignited, the net amount of energy would be released. This energy is 4 times the energy released during the fission reaction. According to the researchers at MIT, the amount of power produced increases with the square of pressure. That means by doubling pressure, the energy production would be increased to 4-folds. Currently, the reaction between deuterium and tritium are under practice. This deuterium-tritium reaction releases 17.6 mega-electron volt of energy. Now, let's talk about some difficulties. We lack a device that can heat the deuterium-tritium fuel to produce energy from fusion reaction. Apart from the DT reaction, researchers are hoping for DD reactions, but that needs way higher temperatures as compared to the DT reaction. Another difficulty is the amount of heat evolved during the reaction. Researchers are trying their best to find a way to employ this heat to human needs, like if it can be used to generate electricity via steam power plants. We hope that in the near future, we would be able to use this resource for generating power as other sources are getting scarce day by day. On this note, this is Earthy Perks signing off. Till next time, stay tuned and keep watching Earthy Perks.